Hello, everybody. Today we're going live from the Women Inspiring Network, and we're going to be going live with our entrepreneur, Kavya. And she's also an anchor, and we're really, really excited to have her with us today. She's done 1400 shows. Kavya has done 1400 shows across 15 countries, worked with 800 brands. That's amazing. So we're really looking forward to having Kavya with us. And she's worked with brands across sectors, hosted a lot of live events, and she's an entrepreneur. So let's hear more about Kavya and her journey. So I'm just going to be seeing where Kavya is, and I'm just seeing. I can see some of our other fans like Sargam, Madhurima, everybody. But let me just see where Kavya is. Is she active? And she's soon going to be joining us. But as you all know about the Women Inspiring Network, it took shape during lockdown last year, and we've had now close to 20 million reach. And we are very, very excited about some of the panel discussions which we've done in the month of June. One was on Environment Day with Pure Essentials on health benefits of essential oil. Then we did something on sustainability and environment. And our Winning Mind series is doing extremely well. So we are very, very, very excited to keep continuing that. And all of you who want to join our network, do log on to our website at www.womeninspiringnetwork.com to see that. And I can see, isn't she here? Hi, Kavya.
Hey Stuti, hi there.
Hi. So I'm so glad to virtually meet you, and just wanted you to tell us about your journey to our viewers. And we are very, very excited to have you on our platform. And I was just telling our viewers of 800 shows across 15 countries and amazing number of brands you've worked with. So tell us a bit in your about your journey in your own words.
Absolutely. Firstly, thank you so much. Thank you for sort of inviting me over, and it's wonderful to see the kind of work that you are doing. You and the entire team are doing. So kudos on that.
Thank you.
Well, coming to me, I think. So I've been an anchor for the longest time that I've known. I started my journey as an electrical engineer, and then I transitioned into the corporate world. And that's when I realized, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Uh, just the journey that many of us go through. But after that, I joined television. And again, I left television to be a part of a more dynamic industry, the live events fraternity. So yeah, the numbers of 800 brands, 1400 shows, it's been all a journey over the last 10 years. And it's been a very, very interesting journey. Yep.
So where are you based out of, Mumbai or Delhi?
I'm based out of Mumbai.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I used to live in Mumbai, and now, of course, I'm in Delhi.
Oh,
But
lovely.
really, yes, I started my professional journey, my communication business out of Mumbai, which was a long time ago.
How
That was
nice.
almost 10 years back when I was there, 10 to 15 years back.
Beautiful.
And yeah, so I'm really, really glad. So tell me something like in anchoring, if someone wants to, for our viewers, if anyone wants to be an anchor today,
Hmm.
do they
Hmm.
need to do some workshop or classes? Any tips, any career tips you can tell the women out there?
Absolutely. I think one thing that I definitely want to share is that gone are the days where you wanted to substantiate a job or a profile based on the degree that you have. Now, in my case, for example, when I even joined the television firm, I didn't have a degree in journalism or mass communications. I just went with my engineering degree and with my work at HCL Technologies. And I said, hey, this is my resume, but these are my skills. So I think one thing that I would definitely want to share with everyone is that it doesn't matter what your degree is. It's great to have it because it makes you aware, but please focus on skills. Now, while you do that, let's say if you wouldn't want to do certain workshops. For example, I host my top presenter masterclass for all the anchors. The reason is that so many of them are skilled, but they are probably not aware of how to achieve that or how to sort of transition that. So yes, certain interesting workshops are right out there. So I would suggest please keep upskilling yourselves, and that this time is absolutely right. So do workshops, do these small courses that you want to do, but don't please fall into these ad gimmicks that say that, hey, join this course and I'll make you an anchor. It doesn't happen like that, because that's not the truth. Do the workshops definitely to upskill yourselves, but consistently keep reaching out to event agencies and others, artists like us, anchors like us, if you wish to take your journey forward. Yeah.
And tell me any obstacles or any learnings in your journey which you have to share with our viewers today.
Oh, yes. So when I started out my journey with the live events, it was extremely unorganized. So I mean, to another level, you would have even these coordinators who'd call up and say, Kavya, एक show है यहाँ पे और आपको host करना पड़ेगा, हम आपको इतना cash देंगे. Okay. And you'll be like, okay, I just hope they do pay. You land up over there, and then they start talking about all the unnecessary nuisance that you need to do in order to become a successful anchor, giving you all the free gyan, which is so wrong. Okay. So when I started off, honestly, it was a very unorganized sector. There were very few event agencies that were very professional, and then there were so many coordinators who were ruining it. There were so many people who were just, saying that we're going to pay you, and that the pay would come after 1 year. But over the years, it's become relatively more organized, and some of the challenges I faced were definitely do with professionalism and with the payments. So that's something I would agree with my initial set of challenges. Yeah, massively, massively.
I can see a lot of waves, from our viewers. Namrata and Anushka from our team has joined. I can see,
lovely. I don't know.
I
I'm
can
not
see
able to see
Sargam and
anyone.
Madhurima, some of the people who've been a part of our
Oh, wow.
platform earlier. So we
Hi,
have
everyone.
regular viewers. In fact, as you all know, the Women Inspiring Network took shape last year during lockdown, and we've had a 20 million reach with all our partnerships. And if anyone wants to join our network, they should log on to our website at thewomeninspiringnetwork.com, and they'll get more information on us. And of course, our Instagram is always, more out there. And we're doing a very interesting series with authors, which is more on winning minds. And, so those are discussions which we do on FB, Facebook, and which goes live. And we did something really exciting with IIT Jai Hind College on entrepreneurship, fashion, tech, and sustainability. We've done a film series. We did a sustainability and environment recently in the month of June. And we have something on the art space coming up and fashion space on our FB, which will be, panel discussion. So I'm really, really excited.
That's amazing.
Yes, and being an entrepreneur. So I want to know, apart from Anchor, and you've got a great following. So give us some tips on how to grow the followers on Instagram, and throw some light on that.
So I think the first thing I'm going to say is I'm so happy to see your plate full, because there are all these initiatives that teams like you do. It sort of stimulates new conversations for a lot of women folk, or for that matter, for a lot of people out there. So again, when I'm hearing all the initiatives you and the team are taking, it's amazing indeed. And coming back to your question again, with regard to Instagram, I'll be just extremely honest. Even when I started off, it was purely about creating content that I enjoy, not because it's trending. Now, if I'll put it into two parts. I really enjoy sharing content, reels especially. If you take a look, it's more to do with communication, presentation, be it virtual communication or for that matter, physical format. I really enjoy giving these kind of tips, hacks you can call it, but to an extent, a lot of IGTV series that I do. But one thing I can tell people who really want to grow their Instagram following is you've got to collaborate. If you're trying to play in silos, if you're trying to just play about my game, saying that, hey, this is what I have to offer you. Hey, it's not going to grow fast. You got to collaborate with teams. For example, when we collaborate together, Suti, when we do this in collaboration as a conversation, I'm getting my audience to be a part of your conversation. You're getting your audience to hear me out as well. So that's collaborating, right? So
Yes.
One needs to keep collaborating with different set of minds, different set of teams in order to grow. Another thing is just be yourself. This is another thing I would often tell a lot of my mentees as well. When we go on the stage, I don't know if you realize, but most of the time, Stuti, it so happens that when certain anchors who go on stage, they suddenly become different people and say, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Why do you need to do that? You don't need to be somebody else, right? So just be authentic, be yourself. If you have quirks, make quirks, okay? If you're someone who loves to be classy, be classy. Whoever you are, find your niche, and stick to that niche consistently. If you confuse your audience, because this is something that happened with me a couple of months ago, I was doing fashion, I was doing reels, I was doing communication, then I was doing some fun, and people kind of got confused. Ki, bhai, ye hai kaun? Who is Kavya in essence? And that's when I realized, no, stick to one genre, stick to one niche, but do it consistently. That's when the audience will remember you. So that's one way to, yeah.
So I totally agree with you. And that's a new filter which I've tried and it's worked. So I was just trying out the filter. Can you see the crown, the wind crown?
You know what? For some reason, your video has gone off for me, Suti. I can't see you.
But could
I
you
don't
see
know
could you see the wind, this thing? No?
Nope, it's nothing. It just went off suddenly. So all I see is a blank space.
Okay.
And I don't know if the audience can see us both, but I'm told yes.
Okay. But now can you see me?
Not at all. It's still buffering at your end. I'm guessing the audience can hear, but yeah, let me do something.
Okay, I'm trying to stop it. Now maybe
Okay.
hopefully it shall become better. Is it fine now? No.
No, you know, it's like me just talking to myself. I'm like on a self-Zoom call.
I don't know what I did. I tried something and it just gone off.
Oh boy.
Is it better now?
So, not really. So I don't know if the audience can see both of us. I'm guessing they can, right? I think they can see us, but I'm not able to see you at all.
Okay, let's ask the audience.
Yeah.
Anyone from my team, Anushka, Namrata, can you see us?
I think they can see. It's just.
It's
Or do you
just
want me to
you,
just?
right?
I'll just pause. Let me do one thing. Let me leave the conversation and join back again. Would that be okay?
Yeah, I mean, we could do that, but can you see us?
I really can't see.
Yes, we can see both of you. They can see us.
They can see us, but I'm not able to see you. So would you suggest I'll just leave the conversation and join back?
Yeah, okay,
Yeah?
okay.
Because I would love to interact with you, yeah? Come on. Not with that buffering thing. So let me just do that.
Okay,
I'll come back.
okay. And can the audience see the crown? Can they see? Anushka, can you see the crown? Anushka, can you see the wind filter which I just tried? Can you see me now?
Oh, yes. I can see the crown as well. I love it.
But now it's not going off. I tried taking it off, but it's not going off. So, and I don't want to lose our viewers. Actually, Shraddha, you are saying the filter is super, but this filter has been with us since last year. And then, we weren't able to use it. And then someone new in the team told me about it, that why haven't you used it? And I just saw it while I was looking at the one of the options, and I just pressed and it came on, and now I don't know how to put it off. But really nice interesting that you were talking about collaborations, because Win has evolved into a 20 million reach because of our collaborations, because as a platform, and it was the pandemic which taught everybody to be how you can collaborate, relook at things. So I remember one of our first few series, which was the film series, we collaborated with Inox, the movie company, and Business World. Then we've also, in collaboration with IIT and Jai Hind, we've done something. On sustainability and environment series, we've collaborated with the Prem Jain Memorial Trust, which believes in sustainability. And, we've always had partners as giveaways like OBT Carpets, Kiehl's India, which is a skincare brand, Pure Essentials, which is health benefits. So, so it is the era of collaborations which has made us reach where we are today. And so that is something really, really exciting. And if any of our viewers have a question, Shraddha says great way to empower women. And if any of our viewers have a question, please feel free to put it in the chat box. And so it's really interesting that you threw light on that. And tell us about your entrepreneurship journey. Like,
what is it that you are looking forward to doing next, and what did the pandemic really teach you in the last 1 year?
I think I'll first start off with what the pandemic really taught me in the last 1 year. I guess it's got to do with looking more inwards, because sometimes we're looking for answers outside, in someone else, from somebody else. But I think the pandemic allowed us to ask questions from within and get the answers. So I got some breathing space because Stuti, what was happening is that most of the time I was traveling, I was hosting shows, I was coming back, packing bags again, and then traveling. There was really not, let me put it this way. If I was craving for a me time, I think I got a solid me time thanks to the pandemic. So it also allowed me to bring out my existing skills. For example, the pandemic allowed me to write a book, which I'll be launching about in the next couple of months. The pandemic allowed me to also connect with all of my mentees a little more. So I was already coaching offline. I was coaching these unicorn CXOs and all of them offline. I never put it online. But with the pandemic, everything came online. So it allowed me to just streamline my way of working, my business. Coming to my entrepreneurship side, I have a brand called Kalanika. In fact, our team follows you, by the way. They follow your Win team actively. And Kalanika, wherein we work with our weavers for that matter, we, at the same time, what happened is we had to take a pause because our weavers were affected, our weaves were affected. They were hospitalized, and we had to ensure that, we're still catering to the customers. Customers' buying sensibilities also came down. So the business definitely dropped. So we had to revamp everything from the start, and we had to just realign all our goals. And I think the pandemic gave us and the team that amount of time to just realign, and bounce back. So it allowed us to bounce back differently. And I think that's what the pandemic did. With regard to Kalanika, we work with the weavers. I'm from Andhra Pradesh, and we work with the weavers across India, of course. And we weave some amazingly beautiful hand-woven sarees, and we export it out across the globe as well. And yeah, that way the weavers are absolutely happy. Yeah, that makes me happy.
Amazing, because that's again reminding me that one of our clients in the communication business, OBT
Mhm.
Carpets, they did an online auction called the Weaves of Solidarity. So which was an online auction to raise funds for artisan and weavers. So
Very
that was
nice.
something really, really nice, and so something which has taught us
Yeah,
all to do things online and digitally. Uh, which we've fast paced ourselves by a couple of years, like all Zoom
absolutely.
meetings and other
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
So I'm really,
totally.
really glad that we are discussing all that. And
Yeah.
we at Win have had a great inspirational journey to hear everybody's stories, because whether it was last year or during the second wave when we were all affected, to get, like
Yeah.
your stories or other people's story keeps us at Win really inspired and motivated. So it's because of all women coming on the platform
Yeah.
which has actually made us think about things very positively. So on that note, I want to know what has kept you positive, and what is your mantra for being positive, especially in these times?
Interesting, actually. Very nice question and a very pertinent question, Suzy. In fact, I think one thing you got to do is one thing everybody should do is please read books, read good books. Because somewhere books take you into a different world altogether. See, what they do is that, you're immersed in these words, you're immersed in these chapters, you're immersed in a different world altogether. So for some time, it takes you away from a negative energy and just lets you focus on something more impactful. I think one thing I would say is please read books. In fact, I reinstated my habit of reading books. I don't know if you can see them right behind, but those are the books that I managed to finish during the pandemic. And they were with me for the last few years, but I managed to get some time only during the pandemic. That helped me actually stay positive. But most importantly, it allowed me to not just, let me say it this way. I knew that the market was disrupted, but I was looking forward to opportunities. And that happened only because I kept reading books. So I kept, sort of fueling my mind with all the things that are possible, not impossible. It might sound philosophical for many, but this is crucial. Another thing is please find a good buddy. Find that buddy you can talk to. For me, I'm blessed to have been born with a best friend, my twin sister. Every day we chat about the possibilities of life, what all we can do, what all we can do with Kalanika, what all we can do with life. So I feel, when you have that best friend whom you can talk to, it'll really foster amazing relationship, and most importantly it'll allow you to be sane, even when things are going haywire, when things are chaotic. So please find that buddy whom you can connect with, and whom you can have a very, very important talk. I also remember the last time when me and my besties, we were planning to hang out at one restaurant in between, you know, the phase where things were open. Earlier, we would only talk about by Bollywood mein kya chal raha hai, yahan kya chal raha hai, and all the regular amateurish talks. But this time, we were actually talking about stock markets. We were talking about cryptocurrencies. We were talking about investments, SIPs, mutual funds, how women and finance need to be hand in hand. Because I've been investing since I was 17. So we started discussing that, and you can see how you will only focus at the possibilities and not about, अरे ये क्यों हो रहा है, अरे ये लोग मास्क क्यों नहीं पहन रहे, अरे ये हमारे साथ क्यों. You don't have time for that. So it's important that we try to have as many important conversations and impactful conversations within our sphere. I think that will really make a lot of difference in adding that positivity in our life. Yeah.
Yeah. And on that note, we've reached the end of our session. So we needed inspirational message from you, a winning message, as we like to call it, to inspire our viewers, especially across India. So what's your winning message?
All right. I love this question. And I think one winning message that I can share with you all is a quote that I live by, and a quote that I really love. The quote is, formal education makes you a living. Self-education makes you a fortune. So yeah, that's going to be my message for everyone.
Wow, that's amazing. And look forward to doing a panel discussion or having you once again on our platform. So thank you so much, Kavya, for joining
Thank
us
you,
today.
Sophie.
And for all our viewers out there, please do follow us on Instagram, and do go to our website to get more information on us. And probably Kavya, do follow Kavya's page also, because she's doing a lot of interesting work which I was going through. So thank you once again for joining us, and look forward to having you again.
Thank you, Sophie, and thank you everyone who joined us, and take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.